The Long Exile, Part 5. After Aksionov now is in the prison of Siberia, and he stayed there as a criminal. Convict is a criminal for 26 years. He became very old. His hair turned white, and he grew beard, and very long beard, thin and also white. His mirth disappeared. Mirth means his happiness, his jolliness. He was a very good-natured person. Everything disappeared. He became very quiet and serious, and he started to stoop. He bended. Then he walked slowly because he had become very old. He spoke very little to anyone in the prison, never laughed, and he often, all the time, he was used to praying. Now in the prison, he used to learn to make boots so he can earn a little bit money. And he bought a book of the lives of saints from that money, and he read it whenever there is enough light in the cell, in his room, prison room. Then on Sundays, he used to go to the church, and he had a good voice, so he would read the lessons from the Bible, and he would sing in the choir. Choir is a religious group in the church and of the Christian community, and they sing hymns from the Bible. So Aksionov would sing with the group. The prison authorities liked him very much for his meekness. Meekness means his humbleness, his very down-to-earth nature. And because he was giving no trouble to the prison officers, and all the other fellow prisoners would call him granddad or the saint lovingly. Now whenever they wanted to send an appeal to the higher prisoners or to the authorities, they would, anything if they wanted like that, they would ask Aksionov to be their spokesman, to be their spokesperson, and he would go to the prison authorities and he would talk about their problems with them very nicely in a mannerful way. And whenever there were any disputes in the prison, any fights, any problems among the prisoners, so they would come to him and would ask him to solve all his problems, all their problems, and he would put everything right. He would solve their problems properly. Now there was no news coming in this Siberian prison from his home, and he did not know what has happened to his wife and children, whether they are living or they are dead. One day what happened? A gang of fresh prisoners, criminals, came to the prison. Now in the evening, all the prisoners, old ones, had gathered around the young ones because they have come just now, and so they know what has happened outside in the world. And they asked all the prisoners, they talked to them, okay, what is happening outside the world, what is new news, give it to us, and where they have come from, what crime they have made. Aksionov was also sitting among the over there with the prisoners and listening to the talk of the new prisoners.